Dear students, today we learn about angle measures and angle bisector. I'll rush fast through these topics on how to measure the angle. If you have an angle like this, there is step number 1 that you have to follow is that the plus point that you have, or the common the intersection of these two segments, this particular point should be at the vertex of the triangle. Okay, so where to keep your protractor? That plus point should be at the end of the line, at the vertex of the angle. Now the 0 degree line, okay, the line on the protractor, the line that you have on the protractor should overlap the line that you have drawn. That's the second step or second thing to remember. So first thing, this plus point is on the vertex. Second thing, the 0 degree line is on the line that I have drawn. It should overlap clearly. Now how do I measure? Which of these should I take? I have numbers here 0, 10, 20 inside, and I have the numbers outside too. So which one do I take? How do I find it out? You know that this particular line, it doesn't show any angle, right? This one, if I draw a straight line, what is the angle? No angle formed by it. It's 0 degrees. Now if I have a small angle here, when I measure it could be 5 degrees or so. So this particular line that you have is 0 degree. From there you have this line over here that you need to measure. So you take the 0 and then go till here. It could be a 55 degree. Any angle less than 90 degree, this is how you have a 90 degree. Haven't used a protractor or a ruler to draw it. This is a right angle. This is a straight angle. A straight line forms, or if you measure it, it's 180 degree. That's what you have here on the protractor, the baseline. If you want a 200 degree, what do? You keep first point, you keep this plus point on your line at the vertex, not anywhere in between. Okay, at the vertex, at the end point, you overlap the two lines. Now you need a 200. So you start from 0 degree line to the 180 degree. Now from 180 degree, what do? You need a 20 more to make it 200. So you reverse your protractor, you keep it over here, and now you need a 20 more. So the same thing, you keep your vertex or the plus point over here, you overlap your two lines. Now from here you need a 20 more. So you mark this particular point and you join it with a straight line, ruler, you join it. Now this particular angle is going to be your 200 degree. Is it clear? Now let's see how to bisect an angle. What do you do to bisect an angle? A bisector means dividing the angle into equal halves. So use a compass for that. You keep your common point at the vertex. Okay. Now how do you bisect it? You draw an arc over here. At both the intersections, you draw your arc again. Okay. You keep here and draw. Keep at the other end point and draw the arc again. Now use a ruler to join your line from the vertex till this particular intersection point. Clear? So what is the step number 1? Step number 1 is to keep your compass at the vertex. That is a fixed point, keep it at the vertex. Draw this arc. Second is to keep your compass at this particular intersection that you got. You draw the arc. With the same measure, you keep your compass at the next intersection, draw the arc. And that's how you draw the bisector. Now if you want to copy an angle, suppose this is the angle that is given to you and you want to copy it. Now what do you do to copy the angle? You don't have anything over here. So if you want to copy the angle, you should have a baseline. You just draw a line. Now I want to copy it. What do? Just like how you bisect it, you keep it at the vertex, you draw the arc. Clear? Now you drew the arc. Now the same measure, you keep it at the line that you have drawn, you draw the arc and keep it ready. Now what else do you need? From this intersection point, you just find out the measure between the two lines of the angle. You keep it over here and draw the arc. Now join a straight line from the vertex through this, and this will be your angle. If you measure, both of it is going to be the same. So this is just a method to draw an angle or to copy an angle if you don't have a protractor. So understand that these are all instruments that you can use even to measure or copy an angle. Clear? So this is how you copy an angle, and this is how you bisect an angle. An angle bisector, if it's 60 degree, when you measure, this is going to be 30 and this is going to be 30. And how do you measure it? If I want to measure this particular angle, what do? This is my vertex point. I keep my protractor over there and the 0 degree, this line, because this is what I want to measure, right? So this is going to be the line on which my 0 degree line on the protractor overlaps. So I keep it on top of it. Now from 0 degree line I have 10, 20, 30. So this is a 30 degree and this one is going to be 30 degree. Clear? So the whole will be 60 degree, and this is what an angle bisector does. It bisects the angle into two equal halves. And remember, we did the perpendicular bisector. What did we do there? To bisect it into two equal halves with the compass, we kept it at the end point. You took a measure greater than half. You drew the arc on top and bottom with the same measure. You kept it at the other end. You drew the two arcs. Then wherever you had the intersection, you joined it. Clear? Go through the video again if you have a doubt. Please try measuring different angles. You have the questions in your textbook, solve them. Okay, so that's it for now.